In the previous video, we had seen how you conjugate CER verbs in the present tense. Just a quick recap. CER verbs follow the same rules as the normal ER verbs. For example, placer, remplacer, conocer, anocer, and so on. Follow the same rules as the normal ER verbs except the one additional one, which is in the new form, only in the new form. Okay, before the ONS, the C gets a SEDI. And why is that done? In order to retain the soft S kind of sound. Now, let's progress to the next kind of ER verbs, which is the GER verbs. Now, just like the CER, they follow the same rule. So you start off the same way. You take the root, you write the root, and then you write the endings, and you add it up. We follow the same rule as the normal ER verbs, and then there is one additional rule based on the pronunciation technique again. So just to start you off, here are some verbs which are GER verbs. Diriger, which is to direct, voyager, to travel, manger, to eat, bouger, to move, ronger is to arrange, plonger is to plunge or to dive, changer is to change. There are many more like this. Okay, GER verbs. Now, just like we did CER, we need to look into a little depth of pronunciation of the letter G before we discuss the GER conjugation. So, just like we talked about the letter C, let's talk about the letter G. Okay, it makes two sounds when it is followed by vowel. For example, in English also, garden, goal. Can you hear the G sound? That is a hard G. Okay, garden, goal. Then, when talk about words like this, magic, generous, jig, gen. Can you hear the J sound, that J kind of soft sound? Yeah. So in English also we have two sounds being given to us by the letter G. One is this hard sound, that is G, and one is the soft sound, that is J. Now the same way in French, the G gives us two sounds, and that is decided by which vowel follows it. Okay, so if you have an A, for example, le gare is the station. Okay, gare. When it's followed by A, it gives you the hard sound. When it's followed by E, les gens, the people, it gives you the soft sound. When followed by J, when it's followed by I, la magie, J. Can you hear the J sound? That is the soft sound of the G. Okay, so when it's followed by I, soft sound, J sound. G plus O will give you le gorgi, go, go. Can you hear the G sound? That is the hard sound when it's followed by O. And then when it's followed by U, it's again the hard sound. La guerre, guerre. Can you hear the G? Yeah, so that's again the hard sound. So when G is followed by A, O, and U, it gives you the hard sound, that is G. When it's followed by E and I, it gives you the soft sound, that is J. Okay. Now, with this much knowledge, let's go into the conjugation of the GER verbs. So, let's discuss manger as the example. Manger is to eat, perhaps the most famous and most frequently used GER verb that you have. Manger is to eat. We start the normal way as your ER verb. So you cancel the ER, you get the root as MANG. Draw the table, subject, root, ending is the normal ER ending, EESE, ONSEZ, ENT. And then you add it up to get the present tense. Now, when you look at this, just like the CER verbs, okay, like any ER verbs, so je, tu, il, vous, and il, all the subjects with the exception of nous, the endings are with E, right? So when G is followed by E, it gives you the soft sound. So in the root, it is manger, which is je, the soft sound. So for all the five except nous, it will be je mange, tu manges, il mange, vous mangez, il mange, right? Because it's followed by E, all of them will, except for nous, will retain that soft, that J kind of sound. Now what happens when we're talking about nous? It is followed by O. And when you have a G followed by O, it gives you the hard sound, which is go, right? So is it nous mangeons? When the root is manger, can you have it as nous mangeons? No, right? It has to be the same as the sound has to be similar to the full verb. So manger, you have to get as mangeons. So how would you get it as mangeons? You will have to add an extra E, right? Because with the E after the G helps you to get it back to the soft sound, the J sound. Okay, so only for the new form you have to add an extra E before the ONS for GER verbs. That's the extra rule after you do the normal conjugation as a normal ER verb. Only for the new form for GER verbs, between the root and the ending, you have to add an extra E in order to retain the J sound for the G. So it becomes pneumogion. Okay? Mangeons. The extra rule is you add an extra E in between the root and the ending, only in the new form for the GER verbs. Hope you've understood this video and the two different classes of verbs under ER, that is CER and GR, have been made clear to you. You can practice a couple like ronger, voyager, bouger, and some others from the first slide. Thank you for watching. Take care.